Welcome ladies and gents, hope you're all doing well. The ruins of Protonilus on Mars, terraces and ruins in the mountains of Mars. So we're analyzing this high-rise photograph called Banded Massif, and I'll include the link below. Acquired on the 23rd of August 2010 at a resolution of 25 centimeters per pixel. And I'll be showing you images cropped from the JP2 black and white map projected file. This is a crop from the low-res JPEG, and we'll be looking at these terraces, some of the anomalies in the foothills, and then also up in the higher elevations. Located at 44.93 degrees north, 59.74 degrees east, and it's in this area indicated in the right with a red rectangle, and the anomalies we're looking at are located in the foothills and up in the higher elevations. So the first anomalies we're looking at are in the sandy regions, and we're looking at these megalithic blocks with knobs and holes in them. And the first one we're checking out is about 8 meters by 4 meters with a knob on the one side and a hole there up at the right hand corner. So we speculate that these blocks may fit together using these knobs and holes like Lego pieces. More of these megalithic blocks. This one's about 12 by 9 meters. We've got is one of these knobs again, and 2 holes, 2 circular holes, and then this partially buried block over here, heavily eroded and showing signs of some devastation. There's a large knob here and a small hole there to the left. This one in the middle of nowhere, really bright material, and it's about 6 by 5 meters, and in the center there we've got what looks like 2 holes and a little knob right there. Now we're getting to the foothills with the terraces. This huge megalithic block we're looking at over here, and as always, due to time constraints, I'm not going to show you every single one anomaly, but you're welcome to hop over to my blog later when I post all these images there for you, so you can do some of your own research if you like. So this block is about 13 meters by 9 meters. And we've got what looks like another one of these knobs on this one side, straight edges, some geometry and symmetry to this, but chevron patterns on either side, and then a rounded disc-like megalith or part there at the back. Looking at this anomaly down here, which is about 6 meters by 6 meters, and we've got a huge hole cut into the one side. And we're checking out that white block. Apologies for this preview blocking it slightly, but you get the general idea of where it's located. And this is about 10 by 10 meters. Also a really bright shiny surface, and got straight edges here and a rounded corner with a 90-degree angle. Down here you can see one of the other sides with what looks like a hole cut into the one side. Here's a good example of the terrace area that we're entering into now. We're looking at these blocks, some of them with knobs, others with holes in them, and these range between about 14 by 10 meters to 10 by 10 meters. Got some arrangement of blocks next to one another in rows. There's one with this sort of triangular pyramidal knob on it. There's one with a circular hole. There's a smaller hole cut into that one side there. Looks like these blocks have moved slightly apart due to some type of devastation in the past. Looking at this block over here, you can see more rows of these blocks covered in sand and dust. So let's zoom in on this megalith over here and a strange hole next to it, which is about 2 meters in diameter, 1.5 to 2 meters. So this block is about 11 by 6 meters. Got what looks like a knob on the one side, and right there next to it, the same size, a perfect circular hole. More of these rows of megalithic blocks or slabs. So we're checking out this area down here, and also 10 by about 4 meters. Got straight edges, right angles, smooth clean surfaces. Now we're checking out these blocks, and what's interesting about this one is it has a slot cut into the one side, and then a knob or feature there in the center as well. This block over here also seems to have a knob, but that's covered in sand and dust. And then these blocks, there's one with also very smooth surfaces and straight edges, but this one seems to be carved out of this larger block. So check out this feature on it. It's really unusual to see that. It looks as if it's part of the same huge block. And then the slab or block over here, which is about 8 by 4 meters, with what looks like a hole there in the center, and then another block. This one looks more like a cube with a knob there. There's also some arrangement of blocks in this arc. There's one with an L shape. Check out this one. This one's about 10 meters across by about 6 meters wide, and there in the center we've got a dome shaped feature or knob. There's another one. This one's about 8 by 8 meters, also in the center. Looks like a little cone, sort of cone shaped knob in the center as well. Here's another one. This is about 6 by 6 meters, and on this one in the center we've got a little pyramid. Next to it, a semicircular, sort of convex shaped part to it. Now we get to the huge megaliths, these huge slabs and blocks. Check out this one down here, for example. It's almost 20 by about 12 meters, which is just a bit bigger than the megalithic block in Baalbek, Lebanon, the so-called pregnant woman of Baalbek. Checking out these anomalies in the center. So this one over here is about 14 by 10 meters, and in the center what looks like a hole, and some ornate features on the one side here. Check out these. This is also unusual to see so many still packed next to one another. So check out this sort of triangular shaped object, which is also huge, about 15 by 15 meters, and either on each corner we've got parts. There it looks like a hole, another hole over here, one in the center, and a pyramidal knob or feature there on that side. It's almost like a TR3B with these 3 lights, and in the middle another light. So that's not what it is, but it sure does have some symmetry and geometry to it. We're looking at these blocks still tightly nestled next to one another. Got 2 rectangular blocks here, same sort of size, and then some design on this. This looks like a knob as well. Right angle over here, and then another one of these sort of hexagonal shapes with a hole in the center there, and a block to the left, or to the right, pardon me. More destruction and devastation in this area. So this block's about 8 by 10 meters, and right there in the center what looks like a circular hole. And then we're checking out these blocks. Another one of these with a knob on the side, looks like a hole over here. This block over here also has a hole cut into it there. Check at this strange piece sticking over the side. Some of the huge megaliths and slabs in this area. We're looking at these. This is about 22 meters across by about 10 meters wide. Got a knob there, or what looks like a hole maybe. And then this strange triangular piece sort of joining into this larger combination of blocks. Here's another triangular piece here. Here's a ridge line running through there. Good example of the way these blocks fit together. There we've got a knob right there. And then, oops, here's a mistake, you can't see it, but we're looking at, I just got to find it quickly. Where are they? There, we're looking at this arrangement of strange blocks over here, and what we've got is this rectangular piece. It's really thin or narrow, and then behind it like a disc shape, and then there in the middle line we've got a hole cut in there, and we've got like another cube top of this larger piece, and then maybe these are symbols in a V shape. Check that out. There's another one of those things with a little hole in it. Now let's just go back. That disc has a diameter of about, let's say, 15 meters. Weird, really strange. Here we have what looked like pillars. Most of these things have toppled over. So let's check these huge ones. It just gets better and better. So this one over here, about 15 by 10 meters. Right there, another one of these knobs. So in the center line, we're looking at these next to one another in this row. This one here, the larger one, is about, let's see, 15 by 15 meters, and it also has 2 knobs on it, then 3 smaller rectangular blocks next to it. This one's also got a knob on it, so is this one over here. So let's just go back quickly. I want to check out this one. It's like a square. This one's huge, 15 by 15 meters. Right there in the center we've also got some features or knobs. So here we're looking at this one, and it seems to have three knobs on it, of equally sized and spaced, and then on that side there we've got, looks like a hole. This one over here, got a strange design to it. Check out the rounded edge over here, got a hole there, a smaller hole over here, another L-shaped block at the back, and then this very long narrow piece, which is about 15 meters long by about 3 meters wide. What made this stand out is here we've got 2 sort of carved out square areas, and inside each we've got a circular feature. Could that be sort of some symbolism or glyphs? So on Google Earth Mars, let's go right there to the northern hemisphere, have a look at the topography and some of the other anomalies are discovered in the area. So there's some of these artifacts we checked out. So Banded Massif. Let's switch on the CTX mosaic as well for a nice elevated view. Just get up to the height we want, and then switch on the CTX mosaic. Takes a while to load. Right, so the area looking at is well photographed by the CTX camera from the MRO, and you can see what they call these massifs in this area, and we checked out the anomalies in this high-rise photograph over here. You can use the scale indicator here to the bottom left to see how huge these massifs are. So let's switch off the mosaic and go to some of the other anomalies I've found in this area, as featured in other videos. Got this huge triangular piece. If I can recall correctly, that's about 60 meters by 60 meters. Perfect triangular shape. More of these megaliths with knobs and holes in them, and then what looks like a couple of these stone hinges, and then this comes from my Star Trek 2001 Odyssey Ode to Roddenberry and Clark, where I found this huge, it looks like partially covered monolith, and then what looks like the Star Trek, the Enterprise without the nacelles. Check that out. That has a diameter of about 300 meters. Just found it quite strange that those objects were both in the same CTX. Yeah, more of these smaller objects with holes in them. So this is the toppled Mayan statue. You can see the head and the torso. There's the eye, nose, mouth, ear over there. It seems to be wearing something on its head. More of these slabs next to one another. Sort of what looks like a pillow with some symbols on it. Some more wreckage. And blocks with knobs on them, holes on some of these sides. Here's a triangular shape cut into the surface. There's another block with a hole in it. So I think that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I know it was another long one, and I hope to see you soon with some more anomalies. Bye bye for now.